This is Jim Romer. He is the president of Best Weather, and he talks about how natural gas can continue to move higher, roughly 15% higher, roughly targeting my short-term target of $3. Last week, natural gas prices rose for the first time in 4 weeks. What's the why? Well, a couple of weeks ago, we had the number one and two hottest days on Earth ever in the world. We have droughts in Canada. We have a heat wave in Southern Europe. We have a heat wave in Texas. We have a heat wave in Arizona. We're getting into the peak season when it comes in terms of just heat in the world. Let's listen in.
This is finally breakout, which we've been telling some clients here in my newsletter the last week or so. Phoenix, for example, they don't really consume a lot of natural gas down there, but they had 30 straight days over 100 degrees, and some of those 90s and 100 degrees are going into Texas, the Midwest, and it's beginning to sap into some of the supplies right now. So we could see natural gas prices rally another 15% if August is hot.
Before we get into the charts, let's look at this article from oilprice.com. U.S. natural gas prices set first weekly gain in 4 weeks. Working gas and storage saw a net increase of 41 billion cubic feet in the week to July 14th. The EIA's weekly natural gas storage report, this is the natural gas inventory report on Thursdays, showed a net addition to inventories was lower compared to the 5-year average. Net injection of 45 BCF and lower than the median estimate of analyst expectations of 44 BCF increase in inventories. The smaller gas stock build and forecast for hot weather sent natural gas futures jumping by 60% on Thursday. Prices turned lower early on Friday. That's pretty much profit taking. But we're still on course to post a weekly gain of around 7-8%. That's pretty high, which will be the biggest weekly gain since the middle of June. Natural gas consumed for power generation jumped by 8.5% week over week, with above average temperatures in Texas, the Southwest, and California in particular. Weather forecast suggests natural gas demand will be high at least through July 26. One note about the power generation. So there was a report maybe about 6 weeks ago stating that this summer would be the second highest power generation on record in which natural gas was going to be needed for cooling purposes. All right, let's get to the charts. And where do we want to go? Let's go to the monthly chart first. So I have a target of $4.5. Whether we get there or not, it's really going to depend on Mother Nature. Why did I pick that? Well, we were at highs last summer of $10. I don't anticipate us getting back to those highs. But can we get to $5? Yes, we can get to $5. We can get to $4 first, though. Well, we got to get to $4 first, because that is that's a big zone that price loves to gravitate to. You had resistance, support, resistance, support. All right, let's drill down to the weekly chart. Again, my short-term target is $3. We're roughly 30 cents away. Could we get there this week? Most certainly, if we're going to have another hot week, not only in the U.S. but in the world. Now, I did have price moving down to the $4.40 level. Believe that was a 2-hour buyer's level. Yeah, the rallying price, one basic candle rally out. Price attempted to get back to the zone but couldn't. So there were definitely buyers here. But I also had this orange dotted line. Let's go back up to the daily chart. And why? Well, 250, when it comes to institutions and the smart money on Wall Street, they play in round figures, right? $2, $2.25, $2.50, $3.50. They're not looking in between necessarily $2.50 and $3 or $3.75. They're not looking at $2.56. So I did anticipate potentially that price was going to bounce from this level, and it did. However, for the better half of 4 weeks, price has just consolidated. If prices are going to move higher this week, we need to take out this most recent pivot high at 287. We get above $3 in the coming weeks, or as we get into August, there's no reason why price can't get up to 350. That's where the next level of liquidity is at. I haven't checked my leap call options that I got in Mayish. They're probably up 25%. I'm going to wait another 2 to 4 weeks, and then I'll start selling short-dated calls against my long calls, just to kind of recoup that initial capital. So this week's going to be interesting. I do day trade natural gas, and I guess I'll have a bias to the upside, pending what the charts are telling me. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Please like the video.